is going on with this camera? I must have knocked that over earlier. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Saturday night Mecha Warehouse build stream. How is everyone doing this evening? Why is it so dark? What is going on? Guess that's okay. Something seems weird. How is everyone doing this evening? Starting off good here. What is up, everybody? Hey, Daniel, Debrawl, Scuba Steve, Pathologically Cute, BBR2, Alfredo, Scott, Corporal, Judd Simon, Artie, what's up? Michael Rogers, Metalhead, Eduardo, Searchlight, the odds on the desserts, 5-1 on cookies. I don't think I got cookies coming. We had some fudge earlier, actually. Wait, Wise Guy, Project D, Lawrence Tong, Gojira, and Andres, Crespo, Andres, Mr. Trashcan Bob. What's up for dessert? We had fudge earlier. I don't know if there's some secret dessert coming later. My wife is definitely feeling the pressure from you guys on the dessert front. It seems to be the running gag. Kid Robot Red, Setsuna, Searchlight, already got you, Searchlight, Gamezar, Das McCharles, Gunpla Viking. What is up, everybody? How is everyone doing this fine Saturday evening? Let's kind of get started here. Hey, Arrow Moose, what's going on? This week, we'll be giving away sometime tonight this real grade Zaku II. So it's number 4 in that line, and if for some lucky reason we hit the 1,000, I'll be giving away this bad boy right here. 1,000 concurrent viewers, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Project D, we want desserts. Exactly. Kid Robot Red, I just made peanut butter brownies. That sounds awesome. Cookie with every order, please. I'll work on a Project D. See what we can do. Hey, Frosty, what's up? So, hey, HeroCon. Let's get the... Oh, I gotta do that over here. All right. Need a witness and pecan pie all of a sudden. Pecan pie sounds good. Hey, Gunpla Mango. Tonight I'm continuing work on this RG unicorn, full armor unicorn. I think I'll be working on this one for a while. Let's see. There are 41 viewers already. That's pretty cool. Okay, I am on step 5-3, I think. I was working on this little, the body. So I got that done. So I need A37 and G28. Hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Mine's been pretty good. Could be worse. Could be better. Hey, William Sapp. Hey, Michael Alba. Hey, Nike 629. Let's see, and I need G28. That family movie night, we watched Flubber, an old classic. Makes me feel old to know that I was around when that movie came out. What else is new? Big news on the website. I don't know if everybody saw the email that went out today. We are now stocking God Hand tools. Here, I got which version? The Robin Williams version. I don't know. Is there another version? I know there was like an OG movie that one's based on, but is there a remake of the remake? But so yeah, anyway, we are now stocking God Hand tools. So the God Hand Ultimate Nippers, some of the sanding sponges and the like will hopefully be expanding which God Hand tools we carry over time, over the coming weeks. But we'll definitely be adding some more of those options, and I got some other cool tools too. But those were the obvious grabs with the sponges and the nippers. I think those are very popular tools. Hirokano, just the OG with Jerry Lewis. I didn't even know that one existed until it showed up on the screen on Disney Plus after finishing the movie tonight. Austin Stevens, new to this as a hobby, and are the God Hand tools good tools? They're definitely good tools. They're definitely like premium tools, or at least come with that premium price. I use the God Hand nippers. They definitely, comparing them to say the really inexpensive Bandai nippers, they are like night and day better. I'm not sure if it's, I mean, the basic nippers are like $8-9, and the God Hand nippers are like 52 is what we have them at, 51.99 I think. So there's a huge difference in price. I'm sure that there are nippers that are almost as good that are a lot cheaper, but if you want to go for the top tier God Hand or one of the better options out there, I've heard really good things about their sanding sponges. A couple of Vikings working on my Zaku from Digs and Dents. Cool, man. I might pick up some God Hand tools for me next time. That'd be cool. I want to try the sanding sponges. I heard that they're good. Already, is today the first day at Mecha Warehouse being your full-time gig? Yeah, basically. My contract is technically up. The project was delivered. I got to sit in on a call yesterday as they delivered the thing I was working on to their customer, the prototypes, which was pretty cool. I still have to hand off some stuff to them, so I still have a few minor obligations to finish up for them, but technically speaking, you would say today is the first full day. I invoiced them for the last time, and I am focused on Mecha Warehouse now pretty much full time. So hopefully that keeps going well for me. RAD, Nike. Have you seen the new Transformers anime on Netflix? I don't have Netflix. I've heard things about it. I think there was some sort of promotion supposed to be going on for Transformers kits because of it, but I'm not familiar with it in any more detail than that. Judd Simon, how do I join your Discord? If you have purchased from us, you should get an email. If you haven't got said email, you can always DM me or email me. Nick at mechawarehouse.com, or hit me up on the Mecha Warehouse Instagram page, Facebook page, Twitter, wherever, and I will help you get that link if you didn't get it. Mataka and Mecha Warehouse. Yeah, my wife broke my goddamn nippers being silly, cutting a soft nail file with a plastic center, and had to order another pair. That sucks. You definitely have to be careful with them. I've heard people breaking them. I want to, at some point, I've got a few other higher end nippers coming in, and at some point I want to do like a nipper shootout and just trash a bunch of nippers and see which ones do the best and which ones break most easily and stuff. Hey, Mr. J Hound. Already working on nothing tonight. Stayed up late last night to finish my Grunt Destruction entry. Now it's time to relax. Awesome. That's a good point. Grunt Destruction, the deadline is tonight. It's supposed to be midnight tonight. We were up to like 60-something entries last I checked, but the entries are still pouring in. It seems like they've accelerated. So we should have a really good field for that. I think we're going to probably break the 64 mark, which is good. If we're between 64 and 128, we're right where I've estimated we'll be, which will make my bracket stuff all work out cleanly, hopefully. I've seen the Metal Robot Spears ORB. I'll want a Katsuki Gundam. Thoughts on it? I have not seen that. Gas on Netflix, man. Nothing good on right now anyway. I just don't have time. I haven't really been watching all that much stuff. The last week or so, I kind of broke down and needed to decompress a little bit. Just too much going on. Needed to rest and trying to finish up Battlestar Galactica, but they literally just pulled it off Sci-Fi and just expired. So I got to figure out where to watch it or have to pay for that last season now, I guess, to finish it, which is disappointing. But Moreno, what makes God Hand so good? I've never used them. So they're single bladed nippers, I believe, is the classification. But they're really sharp. They cut very cleanly and very close. So if you flush cut, they're going to cut right up against the part really easily and minimize how much sanding you have to do. And because they cut so cleanly, if you're trying to go for no nub marks, it makes it a lot easier because they put less stress on the plastic as you cut it. They just kind of slide right through. If you haven't used old nippers or more basic nippers in a while, after using them for a while, you really realize how much easier they are. They don't take much force at all to cut, which is good. They really kind of spoil you. Pathologically Cute has got my replacement USA Gundam store nippers. I can finally resume my Gunpla projects. I hear those are basically the, I think, Mr. Sharpness nippers or Mr. Hobby rebranded. I think Gundam Planet has the exact same ones with their logo on it too. Cut like a knife through butter. Yes, Victor, that's exactly good description. Gecko, don't forget to hit the like. Yeah, if you don't mind hitting the like button, that's the only time I'll ask. I don't think I'll pester you guys, but it does help show this to more people. Scuba Steve, I'm building an HG overflag for a 00 collection. Sweet, I need to watch 00. I really do. People keep talking about it. And there's a lot of cool 00 designs. I just have absolutely no connection to them. Nike, Mecha Warehouse, isn't this around the time that when Bandai makes new announcements for the rest of 2020? Maybe. They've made a lot of announcements over the last month or so. And some of these, I'm trying to think if we have December pre-orders or if it's just November. I think we're pretty close to having all the information that there is for the rest of the year. We'll find out, though. My dog got my nippers for $5 from Walmart for entry-level work, but honestly, I'm surprised how little pressure it needs to cut. There's got to be like really good options out there that aren't that expensive that people just don't know about. I'm almost sure of it. I'm not quite sure what makes God Hands so expensive, other than maybe brand. I mean, they're nicely machined and stuff. They look good, but I don't know. I almost wonder if a pair of nippers that are just as good could be made for a third of the cost. Pieman UI, thanks for the sub. So I gotta upgrade. You don't necessarily need to upgrade. If you get away with $5 nippers, then get away with $5 nippers. No one says you need to spend money on crazy tools. You can definitely do a lot with not as good tools, but if you do get a chance to compare, if you know anybody who has God Hands or any of the other like DSPIE, the USA Gundam store, aka the Mr. Hobby nippers, like try them all out and see. One of these days I'm going to put together a video, I think, on the YouTube channel here and compare and contrast all these nippers that are on the market. Try to give people a good idea of what the options are and what your money buys you. Where does this go? There's two little... There we go. You got to really pay attention with these real grades. They got all these really small connection points and stuff. Definitely more challenging. Whereas the God-hand nippers are best used if you do the two-step cut method. So you do bulk cutting with a regular side cutter, and then you do a cutting with the God hand. Yeah, I use them for both, but I do the 2-cut method. I just can't be bothered to switch tools around. Red Hood, hold up, you haven't watched Double O? Yep, I have not watched Double O. I probably should change that, huh? I guess we're going into the arms here. 1RG. That's some Tamiya nippers. Gonna try them out next model. Love to hear how those work for you, Arrow. Like the 00 non-Gundam mechs. Not sure if any are MG. There's not a ton of 00 master grades, right? The Kyrios and the, well, I guess the 2.0s, the new Dynamez and now the Kyrios. I don't think there were any before that. For the those ones anyway, the Exia, there's tons of master grades of it. To me, a 2-blade would be better than the USA Gundam single blade ones. A lot of nipper stuff is preference. A lot of tool stuff. You try the Razor liner products. Are Korean brand they're known for sanding and polishing sticks. If you have a link, Nike, please send it to me. I'll take a look. See what I can do there. Nos Fox Gump, what's up, Nick? How goes the Unicorn full armor? It's going well. Working the torso. They're building the arm frames next here. 5, 7, and 8. My friend is just blasphemy. Sorry, man. As soon as I have time, I will. Cody Ratliff, how much will the God Hands be on the store? These nippers, they're $51.99 before any discounts or shipping on the store right now. I'm not sure. I think a few of them are sold. I'm not sure what we got left. But we have them up right now. Five, 7, and 8. All right. Is anyone at the problem trying to cut back up on Gunpla? The Bandai announces a ton of kits and then you end up trying more? No, my problem is I get stuff in and either something gets damaged and I see a damaged kit that I want and I'm like, I could sell it or I could just put it in my backlog. Or you handle a kit 100 times, stocking shelves and packing orders, and eventually something catches your eye. If I can just purchase a God Hand 5.0, can't wait to try been wanting to purchase for a while. Sweet, glad we can hook you up. I've been wanting to have them in the store for so long, so I was super excited when I finally got that connection figured out to get them. What versions of the Exia? Kyrios has one, Dynamos, and there's a non-MG 100 Virtue. Whereas I believe he's talking about the gun primer line. Okay, I've heard of gun primer. I haven't seen anything in person from them. I've seen some of their stuff floating around. Hero Moose, I enjoyed 00 Nick, worth the watch. I definitely need to. Problem is I need time. Like up until this week when I just went crazy, I really haven't watched anything for like a month and a half. Other than like movies for family movie night kind of stuff, like kids movies and stuff. I would love to have time to watch stuff again, hopefully soon. Hopefully with this warehouse move and setup that will free up some time once everything is in place. We shall see though. I'm gonna have like an actual like job to go to though once the warehouse is set up, so that'll be a fun change rather than just being able to work on stuff quote unquote at my leisure. I might actually get a little bit work-life separation once this move is done. Motaka, I don't think I could start a Gundam business. It's like being an alcoholic running a bar. I think I said that once when I did a Q&A thing on Instagram stories. It's tough. It's like, but it's for my marketing. I have to build kits for my marketing. I need kits to work on. It's just how the business works, right? Oh, B9. I gotta go grab that piece. We need to kidnap Nick and have a binge party. Man, you're close enough that might actually be able to happen. I wanted to watch out. Guardian numbers would honestly make a fantastic giveaway. That's a good idea. I'll have to think about that one for one of these future streams. Thanks to the DM Nike. Consider getting all the RG arcs here, unicorn variants. You mean for the store or for me? I mean, I don't know. This might be the only unicorn I need. I'm not a huge unicorn fan, but this one has been on my list for a while. So when I had one with a ding in the box, I was like, I gotta do it. But I'm not sure why I'm working on it now. Other than the fact that I wanted to do it without painting it, I guess. I want to start painting some of these. Shoot, I wasn't planning on doing that. I want to start painting on these streams at some point, so that you actually might be able to see it. I'll pop this up slightly here. I got a camera set up here. My spray booth is over here to the right, and so I wonder if this is this set up. Let's see if this works. No, it doesn't. I guess it's not plugged in. I've got a camera set up so when I start spraying, I can spray on my streams. So at some point in the future. All the budget goes to marketing, doesn't it? There you go. Yeah, exactly. Because your products are okay, but they're so expensive. You can find the exact thing for one-fifth the price for a bunch of them on Amazon. It's a problem with a lot of these products. Like, I want to compare the God Hand sponges to like these 3M sponges because I'm not sure if the extra cost for the premium is worth it. It very well might be. I've heard some people love them. Honestly, he can tell his wife he's working when he's working on a kit. That's true. The beep, I'm still driving. Be careful, Satan. Don't crash while listening to the stream. I mean, for your personal collection, yeah, I don't think I'll end up getting all the unicorns. Brian, say hello from Arizona. These are awesome. Love it and keep at it. Thanks, Brian. Eduardo, what was your first painted kit? That was the high grade Leo. It's a great kit. Great one to paint, actually, too. Oh, is there a sticker? 13? What is a sticker? Yeah, let's just ignore that for now. Maybe I'll come back to it. High grade Leo's first painted kit. I already said that, right? B8. You can actually check it out on my personal Instagram at Nick.Savery. It would be up there. I really want to do a ton more painting. Time's just been the biggest factor so far. You pre-ordering the Wing P Bandais? Yes, Michael. So I did. I got a couple Heavy Arms customs coming. Sandrock custom, Ultron, Tall Geese 3. I just grabbed the Sandrock Armadillo as well. I don't don't plan on carrying that stuff in the store. Obviously, if any of you guys have seen this latest video I published, but I definitely needed some of those for myself. I've been holding out for them to come to be reprinted since I just had this feeling that they're going to get reprinted, and they did. So glad I waited. Saved a bunch. Couple Viking. I'm only about an hour west of Nick. Yeah, I have to watch out to get some cameras so I don't get snuck up on when I move to this this warehouse. Kid Robot Redstone doing with the Razor file. There's something somewhat Amazon much cheaper. I think he was probably meaning for my personal collection, Yoshian. That was a very large P Bandai order. For me, I really hope they don't have any other good P Bandai kits I need for a while. They can take their time. Find some of the tools over at Delphi Decal that look similar to the Razor setup. Probably are basically the same thing. They might even be made by the same company. Banham, y'all doing good today? Are we going to see chest? Hopefully. Got most of the like the frame for the torso done, but the instructions have me working on arm frame next, so that's where we're at now. With the release of the upcoming Wing Gundam Zero EW, Verka, the Bandai will make Wing Gundam, and set for the Drieswerg. I bet they'll. I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they decided to go back and do 2.0s for all the wing kits, but or at least the Wing Gundam and variants after that Verka. They very well might not, but they, in my opinion, desperately need 2.0s. So it'd be a good opportunity if they do if the refresh with the Verka is good enough. With the storm does, I might be doing Gunpla a lot this week. Hopefully you're safe and the storm doesn't do too much damage for you. I think the storm's supposed to be up here like early next week, whatever's left of it. Hopefully there won't be much left of it. So I'm going to try to sharpen their god hands once they go dull. I had mine for a while and was thinking about it when the time comes. I haven't. Mine are still really sharp though. I'd be curious if that can be done. Okay. Go. Hadn't tell you if oh man, if they do 2.0s of all the Wing Gundam kits, my wallet will be a lot lighter. Searchlight. I'm curious what common protocol is regarding kit boxes. I've recently set up a cover, manual binder covered with fellow builder slabs. I've got a binder with my manuals. The covers, I gotta figure out what to do. I gotta break down a lot of my kit boxes. Hey Nick, when is No Name coming out? I think it's sometime this fall, late summer. The high grade I'm assuming you're talking about. I have to go look it up. In southern Florida on the East Coast, so here's hoping the storm doesn't wallop me too bad. The sharpeners for nippers, not sure. I think that's what we're basically talking about with that. All right, there's a hurricane coming to the East Coast. I hope it's not too bad, just passes by. Same here. I probably won't get hit too bad up here. Usually everything's pretty slowed down, whatever the word is. By the time it gets up this way. All right, some arms in there. Nick, when can we expect cake pie tonight? I'm not sure if I'm getting any. We had some fudge earlier. My wife made some fudge tonight. Probably already ate more than my share. So I kind of hope she doesn't show up. But then again, I think she might be starting to do stuff to impress you guys, so. She hasn't really said as such, but I think she feels some pressure since every time I have a stream, we talk about everybody swooning over the desserts. It was a good point. We're used to those, so we have a generator in the garage to pull outside if we lose power. Definitely need a generator if you lose power a lot. I feel like we lose them a bunch up here. That's the HE no name I pre-ordered like a month ago. Yeah, that was like September, October release, I think, something like that. I have to double check for sure. Feel free to hit me up later, knock like on Discord or something. Mecha Warehouse, have you loosened the shoulder joint in this RG? I haven't. Is it something I should do? I haven't really heard anything about joints needing to be loosened on this kit. That could just be my lack of info. Okay, A18, 21, 23. Jeez, these parts are tiny. 18, 21, 23. Couple of Viking. I told my wife about the peanut butter chocolate cream pie, and she started looking up recipes. If you send me a DM, I can see if my wife can get the recipe for you if you want. Nike, Nick, have you tried the bacon vanilla ice cream yet? I haven't. We're out of ice cream. My wife tried to get ice cream last time she went grocery shopping and apparently was unable to get any. Don't drop RG parts on the carpet. They're gone forever. Yep. I'll watch out for that shoulder, Nike. Is that FA Unicorn MG ray guns? No, this is the RG. I've heard the master grade is just way too big. Like, it's too heavy to hold up any of its accessories. It looks like it should be awesome based on its size. Like, it would seem like it'd be impressive, but you can't really do much with it because it's so unwieldy. The MGEX is way pricey. God, with some of these parts cutting these off, I feel like I need like a jeweler's loop or something to, like a magnifier. Okay, E9. Oh, I need a F3 apparently. I missed a piece. Mecha Man Nick, how are you tonight? Jacob, I am well. Thank you for asking. How are you? 3. Life is good. Technically, I'm a free man working for myself. Done with the consulting biz. Hopefully, I can keep it that way. Working on getting the negotiation done on a lease for warehouse space. So, now of all times, I could use your support, guys. If you're ever in the market looking for Gunpla stuff, I'd appreciate if you at least take a look at what we got. And speaking of which, we got that Live 10 code right up here at the top of the screen. It'll take 10% off on the website tonight. Just added the God Hands. We added some good stuff this week too. Restocked a few good kits that had been out, so worth taking a look at what we added this week. All right, so this one here. Wait a minute, is the full armor Gundam Verka out of stock everywhere? Try to find a decent price, but can't. I think so. I've been trying to get my hands on them, and they haven't seemed to have been showing up. I thought I was getting some, but apparently I was wrong. I want to break this piece. I used to get Nick on my order yesterday and started building the Command Gundam. Almost done. Start at midnight. Nice. How's that build so far for you, Recon Fox? Nike, will you be restocking all the SDCS kits and accessories anytime soon? Hopefully. I'm still in this. I need to figure out the guaranteed time frame on this warehouse move. I've been kind of dragging my feet on restocking, so I don't have as much to move. So once I know what that time frame looks like, I'll know how much to get. I've got a few things coming in. I do need to look at the SDCS lineup, SDs in general. and see what, if anything, I can grab. I think I asked because I saw a couple videos from this year with the okay. What did I miss? Mr. J. Nick, which do you like the most out of the Unicorn, Banshee, and Phoenix? Probably the Unicorn. I don't know. I'm not a super huge fan of the Unicorn Gundam and its variants. I'm not totally sure why, but not the biggest fan for whatever reason. Okay, here we got to build the other side. Actually, this reminds me, we're at what, 9, 10? We've been at this a little while. Maybe we should do this draw. Hey, anyone know good remote LEDs for Sazi or COD? Don't want to keep taking apart for the light on off. Good question. I think I'm struggling with tiny RG pieces and I'm struggling with goof power cable pieces. The 2.0 Yoshian. Pretty good for SD model. I'll try out my first master grade of heavy arms Gundam soon. The MG heavy arms is a good kit. Just watch out for the ammo cable there. Would you ever consider adding a feature on the site where it'll email you if an out of stock kit comes back in stock? It's already there. Check it out. We do have in-stock notifications as well as a wish list feature. We have a loyalty credit system for your online store. Like with each purchase, you get a certain number of points you can use anytime towards your next order. We don't have that now. I've thought about it. I don't know. I'm not sure how much I like those systems. Like overly gamifies the purchasing. Like I understand why it's done, but I don't really like it. I'll think about it though. All designs Unicorn grunts more than Unicorn Gundam. Yeah, Unicorn grunts are pretty cool. They got some good grunt suits in that series. Okay, let's do this first draw. So we've got 80 people in here. I need like a rule of thumb for what the number is. So let's do a number between 1 and 500. We'll start big. So throw a number between 1 and 500 in the chat. Please only post the number once, or only one number per person. If someone else has the same number, please don't try to change it or repost. We'll deconflict that if it happens. And in a minute or two here, when everybody gets their numbers in the chat, I will do the draw. We'll see if we have a winner to give away this real grade Zaku II. Okay. And while you guys are throwing numbers in the chat, I'm going to cut some pieces out real quick. $22 and $19. Tiniest of pieces. And then E and F. This is the F runner, so I should grab F4. And I need E1 number 18. Another small piece over here. Is the number slow down yet or not? Could you say that Bandai's done more than enough unicorn kits? Absolutely. Bunch of numbers in here. Get my phone ready. And then I'll post end in the chat. Let's get this random number generator up. I need this one over here. Set the live chat. Okay, time. Wow, low number this time. Drew number 16. 1-6. Do we have a winner? A lot of high numbers in the chat. I don't see a winner. If anyone wants to confirm that, just so I don't have another snafu like a couple weeks ago. So it looks like we will draw again in a little while. And I will continue working on these arms. Looks like we'll have the torso and most of the arm frame done pretty soon here. Yeah, no winner. Cool. Well, we will draw again in 20, 30, 40 minutes when I realize that I need to draw again and see if we get another winner. Okay, the problem with this method to give away is it derails the chat a little bit. So now that we're back at it, what else is new with everybody? What's worse for Bandai milking the Astra or the Unicorn? I'm pretty sure the Unicorn. Hey Nick, does your kids like building Gundams too? My my 6-year-old has built a Haro. Plan on getting him into building a little bit more. He definitely enjoyed it. He loves Legos. Our big thing is right now our father-son time is mostly working on like Lego Technic sets together that are usually way beyond his age range, but he does most of the work on them actually. And I just help him when we come across those difficult points. He's actually quite good at it, especially considering that he's 6. He's pretty good with the Gunpla stuff too. It's just he's very impatient. And it's a lot easier to undo a mistake when you do make a mistake in connecting pieces in Lego than it is when you cut the wrong thing. Like the, let's see, ray guns. I like RG, but those tiny pieces are killer. I agree there. This is my first RG actually, and I'm now realizing how small these pieces can be. Absolutely insane. Definitely not the best place to start for your first build. This is definitely a more challenging build. Okay. Liger 0. Should I get the Zeta Plus or the Delta Plus? Good question. I haven't built either. I think I've got the Delta Plus in the store, so I've been seeing that one a lot more, so I'm slightly more up on that one, but I'm not totally sure. Jacob Temkins, if you could only watch one Gundam anime, what would it be? It's a good question. It's a really good question. That's a tough one. I feel like Unicorn was pretty good from an anime perspective, but I'm also a huge fan of 8th Team. Gundam Wing was a big one for me, but I think if you can only watch one, that wouldn't be the one because it doesn't have the most replay value. Let's see. All right. Nick, it might be me, but looks like the stream audio is out of sync with the video. Maybe it is. I'm not sure if there's a way to fix that. I really can't restart things. It'll hopefully come back together if it's out of sync. Because if I kill the stream, I can't come back to it. I made that mistake like a couple months ago. Thunderstorm Rex channel. Hey, Thunderstorm Rex. Otherwise, just started building and started with RG. I love them so far. I haven't built an MG yet to know the difference though. The parts are definitely way smaller. This one's got a lot of really like confusing parts or assembly that you really got to pay attention to. If you don't like tiny parts, don't do RG crossbones. It was hard even with tiny fingers. Good to know. Versus Inniswald's Heavy Arms MG, paid $40 for POS at a convention. I like the Heavy Arms MG. That was a good kit. Talk about hyperfixated like crazy on Gunpla. Your streams have really helped me get my fix. What have you been building? Pathologically cute. RG Mina was the biggest pain to build. Gundam X for me for Daniel. Do that most people. Just try not to over splurge on buying kits too often. Just be really picky about what you buy. Skating the skate bum. Made it home safely. Glad you made it home. Regarding the sync issue, I just refreshed and it seemed to be working now. Good. So maybe it was just on your end then. RG Zaku burnt me out a little messing with HG for a while. HG are fun because they're simple. Simple could be good. I have RG new Gundam waiting for me and I'm intimidated. Hear that, Liger? Reviews for kits you're interested in some suits like design. Bad kit versions and will ruin it for you. It's good advice. Not all kits are created equally. A lot of newer kits tend to be better than older kits, generally speaking, but that's not always true. Okay, let's start with C here. I need C6. Looks like I'm building the chest and cockpit area. C3. Oh, this thing even has a figure. Holy sh! Wow. Okay, I need an F and 2 Gs. Says first build back in March was a HG narrative C-Pack and a ton of tiny parts, also kind of clear parts were interesting. I haven't built that one yet. Definitely see that in the shelf though. Looks interesting. I've heard interesting things about it. Sosby 88. So what have any of you picked up recently in terms of Gunpla? I've gotten the old Devil, God, Dragon, Rose, and Maxter 144. It's cool. Classics there. Pathologically cute. I'm just glad HGIBO kits are inexpensive though. I'm crazy about the TR6 Hazen 2 Raw, and I can't find one that won't break the bank. Those PG kits will kill you. Kill your budget. unfortunately. G31. And now I need F. Michael Rogers to get 1 to 4 new kits every few weeks so to keep my backlog nicely stocked. I can vouch for that. All the pictures you sent me, dude. Dude built a perfect grade in like a week. And built some other stuff in between, waiting for stuff or whatever. Sit on Gray's Kai. Gotta keep up with the chat here. Sitting on Gray's Kai, Schwab Grays, Gray's on, Rue and Fall. Could knock these out this weekend. Locally 10 each, not a bad deal. All of my hay. Recently picked up Gundam Master at the Origin of the RX-78-2 Beyond Global. You built the Beyond Global yet? That one looks really interesting. This was my problem with the MG full armor unicorn. Just too many damn runners. I think I posted a picture of the Psycho Zaku with real firearms. You're gonna prove it, or should I take another picture? Maybe. I'll let you know. Depends on the picture. Can always submit some other stuff too. And then if I have to choose, then I don't have to bug you about it. Speaking of elaborate thoughts of carrying Zoids at Mecha Warehouse, I get this question at least once a week. We definitely want to. I just need to see them. I think there's some like copyright issues with Zoids in the US that makes them rarer. Mostly just 1 or 2 though, unless there's a sale of a kit I really, really want that gets a restock. Let's see. Yeah, they have age variants in the build series, but Bandai refuses to finish up the MG age line up or start with making age real grades. Just age isn't super popular, I don't think. I'll take another picture just in case. Like, I'm not offended by you having guns in the picture. It just really depends on the picture. I know I don't have to do decals, but like add them eventually. I've had this entire build on the backlog burner for 2 months. Some builds I'll wait 3 to 4 months before I apply decals. I think they'll do a Fetty helmet at a reasonable price point. No idea. Getting some Zoids and Star Wars for next batch. I'm gonna do Star Wars again too and see how those do. Last time I carried Zoids, they weren't, or not Zoids, Star Wars, they didn't move super well for me. I think that's partially just the audience and who I market to. So I'll have to think about that stuff. I need to get the sales numbers up. Make sure I can cover this warehouse. How many Gundam series did you watch so far? Let's see, Gundam Wing, Endless Waltz, the OG Mobile Suit Gundam, 8th MS Team, War in the Pocket, Stardust Memory, Unicorn. Is that it? I need to watch IBO real bad. I need to watch Double O. I need to watch Seed. I need to watch stuff like F91 and get caught up on that. Is there anything else over there? Oh, Zeta, ZZ Gundam. I think that covers me. Project D, would you be getting any more MG from the Gundam Seed series? I plan on getting a lot more stuff the biggest limitation is literally just this impending move. If this lease gets approved and the move's on schedule, then I don't want to be placing large orders until I move, because I just don't have the space to receive stock, shelf, pick, all that stuff in the house right now. I don't know if you've seen those pictures. My shelves upstairs are completely full, so if I added another couple dozen kits to the offering, I'd have nowhere to put it, or have to get really creative. So if the move gets approved, the target would be a September 1st move, and then early September you'd expect to see a ton more kits, because we'll probably deplete until then and then restock and add a ton of new stuff. Watch a lot of the Gundam series legally through the Gundam Info YouTube channel. Again, time is the factor. But at some point, when I finish up this other show, I'm gonna try to convince my wife to watch some Gundam with me. She needs to get educated on the family business. After you move and settle in the warehouse, do you expect to drastically increase inventory stocks? So yeah, I expect to expand what we carry dramatically. There's a lot of stuff I could order that I don't, purely out of space. I mean, there's cash concerns too. I can only buy so much stuff with the amount of money I have, but I haven't placed a big order in a while. I've been just relying on older back orders coming in lately. I just don't have time to process much stuff coming in or space to put it. So the move should give me the space and the time efficiency that comes from not having to play like musical kits and move kits around all the time to optimize space. Should hopefully buy me some extra time each week. And then at least in theory, I can hire some people to help me. I'm not sure how quickly I will hire after the move. It really will depend on how business is, I think, and whether I can afford it without putting the business at risk. And I definitely don't want to hire somebody to have to like lay them off. So I want to make sure I'm confident before I make that adjustment. But that would help a lot too. We'll be able to finally get Epion once it's in stock. We definitely need to restock those. I need to go look and see if any are available. I bet they're probably coming back soon. Captain X will work for kits. I can't pay in kits though. I had this conversation with my accountant. There's actually tax reasons that bartering kits for work is not a great idea, believe it or not. What's that eraser looking thing? It's an eraser. Stadmeyer, standard white eraser. I use it for the panel lines to clean up the any overflow that didn't get in the lines. How do you handle the pieces where there's a little no gap between the piece and sprue? I'm not sure I understand Gojira Sabi, so Nick does not still include all P Bandai, just P Bandai that are P Bandai and Just Asia. All P Bandai, because I can't get them at a better price than you can get them from P Bandai USA. So if anything, I'd carry the ones from that are only available in Asia. It's just you don't know whether that's the case until later, typically, because the USP Bandai listings seem to pop up a week or two late. And the amount of time it ties up cash, it just doesn't seem worth it. If I had a ton of spare money, I'd be more apt to consider it. But if you haven't, definitely watch that video. And then from the sprue. Oh, I see. Like, so you have trouble getting the nipper in to get it off of the sprue? Is that what you're talking about? Example, MG Astray turn red, P Bandai in Asia, normal release in the States. So that one I have because it's available, at least for now, as a normal release. If I can get it through Bluefin and stock it, I'll definitely stock it. But if I gotta buy it the same place you guys would buy it, I won't carry it because it results in me basically having to gouge you. So Gojira, what I would do in that case, if you really can't get the nippers in there, you might need smaller nippers. You could also, if you've got fairly strong nippers, you could cut the runner itself to be able to remove the piece and that part of the runner away from everything else to hopefully make it easier to cut. Okay. Oh, look, the torso's coming together. Escape Up, shout out to Nick for sending out my daughter's birthday gift ASAP to make it to her birthday this month. Wish I could say I did that special. That's just a normal ship time, man. That's just the same service I try to give everybody. Okay. A few more parts to finish out this torso. Nick, no music tonight. You're not hearing the music? Is everybody else hearing the music? I've been hearing the music. It's lower. Oh, okay. Let me. Let's try that. Maybe that's a little better. Let me know how that is, if that's better or too high. Can't be missing out on that palm muted goodness. Just tuning in, I thought you were drinking a giant growler. What, did that just disappear? It's really weird because it's like, I mean, it's definitely lower. A little high. Made another adjustment, see if that's any better. X-Rail late to the party, but hello. Hey, what's up, X-Rail, X C2. My good cutters in the thicker parts. The kit I'm building now, Jack Doga, has almost no space between the part and the runner. Interesting. Jed Simon, who's in your playlist? I use Pretzel Rocks. So this is the Pretzel.rocks. Which station is this? Epic. The Epic station. Done a Scuba Steve, have you done a number draw yet? We've done one. I'm going to do another one shortly here. We had no winner on the first draw today. For 144 with Zaku II, I found the inside of the forearm armor had seams on the inside that need to be shaped away. The forearms just would not fit properly. Is this a common thing or not? It depends on the kit. Sometimes they have a little bit of like mold lines or whatever that'll get in the way. Sometimes the nubs are placed in a spot where you got to really take care of them to make the parts fit, unfortunately. Nike, it's time to draw again. It will be in a moment. I'm on it. Don't worry about it. Yo, Shannon, have you ever considered doing a massive resin kit like the 148th Kshatriya? Maybe. I haven't put too much thought into it. I might branch into resin at some point. I just honestly need time. I feel like a broken record just saying time over and over again, but that's the truth. I spend so much time working in the warehouse right now that most of my building time for the week is this couple hours I get with you guys here. RG Zaku 2.0. Oh, that's answering Scuba Steve. What's all of y'all's favorite kit? Zaku 2.0s are cool. Like my Tamiya files over sanding sponges. Adam, it's interesting. I should probably try good files. The only file I tried was way back when I first started, and I noticed I was cutting grooves into kits trying to sand stuff or file down nubs with them. But I'm sure with a little bit of skill and care, you can get a really good result with the files. They probably last a lot longer. Search that I hear nub and think nug. Now what Mickey D's 20 piece with hot mustard. Awesome. James Clark, you listen to Modern Day Babylon. They're a metalcore instrumental band, aren't they? James, is that true? I think they're one of the bands I listen to on like Pandora and stuff sometimes. If I'm thinking of the right band. Yeah, they're cool. I like Modern Day Babylon. All right. Looks like I got 3 more parts to finish the torso itself. Then I get to armor up the arms. Seems like a good point to do the next draw. So in case anybody's new to this, I'm gonna throw a number in the chat between, let's do 1 and let's say 460. Number between 1 and 460 in the chat. Just one number per person, please. Don't repost if you have a conflict with somebody else. We'll deconflict that another way. Willis, any advice on getting replacement parts? Lost one piece on my new Gundam Verka. Bluefin does offer replacement parts. There's an email address, I think it's customer service that will do it. You need to send them proof of purchase. It has to be within the last 90 days, I believe. If you need help with that, feel free to email me and I can help you. As long as the kit was purchased from a Bluefin dealer. Words. Lots and lots of words. I'm going to say stuff and things. Tip of the day is get sleep. Lots and lots of sleep. That's my biggest problem. I don't think I'm getting enough sleep. Okay, so G37 neck collar. One and 460. So let's get that queued up. Pieman UI, why are we posting numbers? So the numbers, Pieman, are for this giveaway draw. Every stream I give away a kit. Today it's the real grade Zaku II. Throw a number between 1 and 460 in the chat, and I'm gonna draw a number. If your number gets called, you win the kit. If no one's number gets called, we'll draw again in a little bit. Das, you're not listening to the instructions, man. Only pick one number. Even if someone else calls it, we will deconflict the number. Okay, I'm gonna call time, which you'll see that text before you hear it because of the lag here. Oh, interesting. 284. 284. And that lag is atrocious. Daniel, what's a sleep you speak of? I'm not sure. It's a mythical thing that helps you think and function. A lot of numbers in the chat here. I don't see a 284 though. Because we're all here, it tastes delicious. Well, if you have any sleep I can taste, please let me know. So it looks like there's no 284. If anybody sees it though, if I missed it, let me know. And we'll draw again in a little bit. Think, what's that? I don't know, I think it's what people do when they want to do smart things. Sleep sounds like a drug. Best avoid it. Great Searchlight. I will take that advice. Not necessarily by choice. Fame 100 real drugs, 70-hour overtime paycheck. That gets the dopamine going. 70-hour week is weak, man. My craziest week when I was consulting was a 100-hour week trying to get something out the door. Pretty sure that contract's the reason I have a beard too. I basically just gave up on shaving during that week, that last like 3-4 weeks of that project, because I was working so much. And kind of got past the itchy phase of the beard and was like, screw it, I'm just gonna stay with the beard. Does the kit you're building come with an action base since it has a lot of parts? I don't believe it does. I know where I can find action bases, though. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what exactly I'm working right now, but typical day I'm up at like 8, 9, 10 in the morning. I go until about 5:30. Go teach karate until 8:30. Come back and then work from about 9 to 1 in the morning most days. Packing orders and stuff. And that's Monday through Friday. And then I definitely have been putting in some hours today too. Adds up to a lot. Back when I worked asphalt, I work 100+ hour week in the summer. That must be rough. Would you ever consider building 2 of the RG Unicorn Gundam and its variants? Nope, mostly because I'm not considering building the variants, let alone it. I just don't care that much. I'm going to probably pick probably destroy mode for this thing and pose it, and it will stay that way. Speaking of action base, what people's favorite base for 144? Renato asks, I'm curious, what's the most popular, most preferred action base for MGs? I think action base 1 and... is it 4? 1 and 4 for 100 typically, and 2 and 5. Could have 4 and 5 mixed up in my head. There's not that many options. I think it's mostly just personal preference. There's probably an advantage for certain kits going a certain way. Pie Man, honestly, I like the snap together hands better than the posable hands. I used to disagree with that, but I think I agree with that now. It's definitely better for holding stuff. The snap together hands makes painting and stuff simpler. Worst week at work, had to get in at 6 a.m. on Monday, got done at 4:30 a.m. Wednesday, slept 4 hours on truck, then worked a regular shift. Ouch. Full armors versions backpack will be the most time consuming, I bet. Weapons and accessories are going to be like 2 streams or more, but for this kit, sound like the IT guys when someone gets ransomware that took out the inventory servers. That sucks. Recon Fox. Nick, do you prefer a certain grade of model or do they matter? I'm definitely a master grade fan primarily, but I'll build high grades. I like high grades for painting and custom work, mostly because they're a little cheaper, a little simpler, a lot less to lose if you screw up or things don't go quite the way you plan, which is good, but master grades are nice. Use an AB2 for my RG Zaku II and it falls apart or over, but that might be the kit, not the base's fault. Yeah, Action Base 2 is way too small for a real grade. Zaku. The Zaku is practically a master grade. I'd put that up on an Action Base 1 or 4 or something. Zaku, what's your favorite and least favorite kit, Nick? Man, I should like write this down or something. I feel like I think about this every time someone asks this question, and I get this question probably weekly. I'm a fan of just about any of the master grade wing kits. I'd probably say the heavy arms was probably one of my favorites, but I'm also very partial to the high grade Leo and Maganac. Or Magwanac. I built the 40-piece Maganac core set last December for a charity stream. So I'm very, very familiar with that kit. Way more than any human should. Different action base numbers for. They're just how they differentiate the different action bases. They're different sizes, shapes, formats, whatever you want to, however you want to describe them. You should create an Excel spreadsheet and list out all the kits you build and what you have in the backlog. So you sound like somebody who has time. Why would I spend my time making a spreadsheet for that? I need to make spreadsheets for other stuff. I've got a like a notebook page in OneNote for what I'm working on and what I've got in each project that I've got started. If you consider building a kit blindfolded, I'm certain you build the Maganac blindfolded. I did build the Maganac blindfolded. Funny you ask. There's actually, I think there's a video up on the channel. Pretty sure I posted the blindfolded build. I'm not sure if it was the sped up or the full version, but I did that like a week or two after I did the 40-piece because I was pretty confident I could. It was quite entertaining. G Heavy Arms Endless Waltz is my next project. Got for an excellent price via Mecha Warehouse. I like where you shop, Recon. Spreadsheets, my EVE Online accounts are online to that. Oh man. Wow, it's already 10 o'clock. Okay, I guess I start in on the arms. Oh, I can put this there we go. I can bend that. And I can plug that in. There we go. Little T-Rex arms up on there. Windward should ship in the next couple of weeks. Let's see. Spreadsheet for the paints I purchased. That would make sense for a spreadsheet. Yeah, those were very tight, Nike. That was very concerning. Sounds like after a few times through range of motion, it'll loosen up a little bit. I don't want to loosen up too much because I want it to be able to hold the weapons if I decide to do that. Pose it like that. Let's see, where is runner B now? B, I've used B. Where is B? B's over here. Building again the New York. I'm gonna MGEX. I have no plans of getting that kit. If one falls in my lap, I won't necessarily turn it away. But I don't really want to build one. Escape, I'm like everyone. I'm playing the Powerball tonight. If I win, I'm buying one of everything on your site. Well, I hope you win then. We'll hook you up. The 50... Is that 40, 50 lanes you had to track for constructing? I feel like there's like a conversation thread I'm missing. Or maybe it's just that tired thing. D... Full armor unicorn killed it. What you do with your empty runners? I need a solution for that. I've been keeping them so far. Potentially use the plastic for things, but I don't know that I'm ever going to use as much plastic as I have, so I probably should just recycle them. I think they're technically recyclable. But of course they're labeled with whatever the Japanese system is for recycling, so I should look up what the what that coincides with. Not that the dudes at the transfer station are going to understand that when I try to explain it to them. Nick, how many Godhand nippers do you have in stock? I don't know. We received, I think, 19 pairs. Pretty sure I cleared out the distributor when I bought them. I have no idea how many are left. I know a few have sold last I checked. But it has been a few hours since that email went out, and we had them up on the site a little bit before that, so I don't want to push things hard, but I will remind people one more time that we do have that live 10 code active on mechawarehouse.com tonight. So feel free to take advantage of that if you were thinking on getting a kit anyway. You're looking to add something to your backlog or anything. I'd really appreciate it if you took the time to look over at mechawarehouse.com, even if you weren't planning on buying anything or don't buy anything, just see what you got. I mentioned this the other day, but or earlier in the stream rather, that the Mecha Warehouse is now going to at least try to be my main income source. I'm not sure. It's partially wishful thinking, especially with this move. I'm gonna have a lot of expenses to worry about, so your support definitely goes a long way. Like, whereas I saw some pics of people making Gundams out of runners. There's some pretty cool pics. There's a RX-78 made out of RX-78 colored runners. Also, I saw a way to turn the empty runners into stands. That's cool too. I've seen some of those tutorials. Swag, I only have the upper body finished on the Galgoog MG I received from you a couple weeks ago. It's been a long 2 weeks. It's okay. Take your time. I'll grab the Justice on my next paycheck. I realized after I placed my order this morning there was a 10% for the stream. Happens to Brawl. There's a few other 10% codes out there if you look. Plans again the regular MG00 riser. I'd rather get it from you if you're planning to have it in stock. I think I've got some of those coming in next week. I think those are what I ordered. But I need another 100+ kit in my backlog. I could be wrong, but definitely either hold out until a little bit later, or shoot me a message after the stream. I can try to look it up. Excuse me. And make sure I'm not lying for you. Sam, would you plan to have some type of rewards program for shoppers in the future? Not specifically. I've looked at it. I don't know. I find those kind of lame. Personally, I haven't completely ruled it out. But we don't have accounts right now, so that's part of the. I'd have to do some infrastructure changes to support that. And I'm just not sure I'm on board with the whole rewards thing. Like Mecha Warehouse, yeah, you really need to get accounts out of your online store. I don't know if I like accounts, man. It creates the possibility for like security breaches and stuff if you store credit card information or payment information. I get kind of annoyed at the number of accounts I need to have places. That doesn't necessarily mean that everyone else would be too, but I don't know. I gotta think about it. I'm just not convinced that the value of it is enough. Justin Olson, what's your general criteria for approving kit reviews on the site? Mainly just that they're not, excuse me, I don't know what's going on with my throat. Mostly just that they're not offensive. So if you put one in and it's not approved, it's probably just that I haven't gotten to it. I added curation when we started allowing pictures, mostly because I didn't want the risk of some disgruntled person from deciding to try to post inappropriate pictures for these reviews. But so I'll definitely get around to it again. soon. I usually try every day or two to get on there and approve reviews. Let's see.
When you start to play Resident Evil 6, you hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. To punch or to shoot or to jump or to kick, you hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. I'm screaming at Leon because he's so thick. His spatial awareness is that of a brick. The camera keeps jerking, it's making me sick. So hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. What's with these controls? Are they taking the mick? No, hammer the buttons and wiggle the sticks. Just give me some options, a tactic to pick. No, hammer
Tuzaku. What's up, Tuzaku? Day Mega Man-esque. Build kits in the instruction booklet order. Usually, Nike, I sometimes adjust, but where this one's my first RG and it's a pretty big, complex kit. Jeez. I figured I would follow the usual build order here. Good, Simon. Oh, thanks for posting my work on your page this week. Going to build. Appreciate you. No problem, dude. Thank you for the submission. Tuzaku, how are you, Nick? I'm fairly well. Tired as always. Living the dream, though. Technically my first day being 100% on Mecha Warehouse. G26. Thanks, Tuzaku. Appreciate it. Hopefully it will let me focus the time. I think I really need to commit to try to really build up this business. Working on getting this lease signed for an actual warehouse space. Okay, that E. Pathological cute. Anyone here listen to Jack Stauber? I don't know who that is, so I don't think I do. E1 10. Here we go. D1, 18 and 19. Where would D be? D is up here. 18, 19. Okay, arms done too. I don't know. I'm probably wrapping up in the next 20 to 40 minutes. I think I got a little bit too much to go to get the arms completely done. We'll see though. Also good to mention it's 10 o'clock here at least, 10:15. The Grunt Destruction Contest entries are due in today by midnight. So if you submitted an entry for that, hopefully you get it in soon, or got it in already. Actually, how many people here have submitted entries for Grunt Destruction? We've got quite a few, especially over the last day or so. I think last I checked, we were over 60. And we probably have more now than we did last I checked. Just watching this build makes me a little scared of the PG Unicorn I have on standby. At least those pieces will be bigger. Richard Fan, how do you submit it? Anyone want to post the link up to the Grunt Destruction page in the chat for me so I don't have to go grab it? There's a link there. Already submitted mine earlier today. Daniel Wooten I have. Don't think I'll win. It's okay though. Half the value in those kind of things is just going out on a limb and trying new stuff. Most people don't go out and win their first big build contest. Richard Fan, is a pick of all your model kits? No, the Grunt Destruction contest is a build contest to build. Oh, I missed a part of that. You're supposed to build a Grunt mobile suit and damage or heavily weather it. It's supposed to look like it's been to hell and back, basically. Pie Man, after having no ideas, I finally got a good idea for Grunt Destruction, but it's too late. Bummer, man. Sataninscape, are you ever going to get more Mobile Fighter G Gundam kits? I want more G Gundam kits. I want lots of stuff. This is like my #1 question to answer. I'm holding off a little bit on ordering until I know what the deal is for the warehouse move. Once I get into the warehouse, we'll be blowing up the inventory and the amount of kits we carry. I think you could have thin wiring sticking out of a destroyed arm to represent the internal electronics. I think some of the entries so far do that kind of stuff. There will be a lot of really cool builds to be seen soon with all these submissions. I've seen some really cool entries so far, and none that are like bad. There's a few that definitely stand out as really good ones, but I haven't seen anything that has made me wonder why someone has submitted something. So that's good. We got a lot of good entries so far. Should make the brackets interesting. Mr. J Hound, Nick, what's the coolest mobile suit weapon? I mean, I'm a Gatling gun guy. Seeing this game, I'm just saying, second stimulus check is going to you. Nice. That was a big news for me. I've still been waiting on my tax refund, and apparently I made an error that reminds me of Monopoly. Bank error in your favor. I'm apparently getting a way bigger refund than I thought I was getting, which is welcome news. Now if they'll just cut me that damn check. Slug Gatling or laser Gatling? I would say slug. I mean, bullets. Gotta be able to run out of ammo. It just makes things more interesting. Suddenly surprised audit check delayed. I hope not. I would like that check. Daniel Wooden might be a good live stream to pick a few entries at random and do group constructive critique. Maybe. That might not be a bad idea. Maybe. So I'm going to do... I plan we're going to be doing... There'll be a video coming out on Tuesday with the details for how all the judging for the bracket's going to work. But the way it will all work out is we should have the final winner decided by the stream 2 weeks from now. And maybe that stream or the stream between, I see if I can get some of the judges in and we can critique some of the builds maybe during the stream. It'd be pretty cool. I'll have to put some serious thought into how to make that happen. Sorry I'm late. When we get in that pie cake ASMR channel, I don't think we're getting any. Got some fudge earlier before the stream. I'll make sure to tell my wife you're disappointed. She's slacking on the dessert. The tax return check, something we all look forward to. The IRS expects payments. They expect the money right away, but when it's them setting up money, it takes forever. Very true. A couple of Vikings, do you plan on doing more contests? Absolutely. Next one will probably be a Discord only contest. We ran one earlier this year that was called it a skill builder challenge. It was a much smaller prize, much smaller stakes. We had some tighter constraints to try to force people to try new things. So we'll probably do one or two of those, and we'll probably have another big build contest later in the year maybe. I have to think about exactly what we want to do for that. This jam person was a sucker for handguns, pistols, revolvers, magnums, hand cannons, you name it. There's not many mobile suits that use handguns. You can probably name most of them on like one hand, right? Taking this skip on what's the best PG kit in your opinion? I still haven't got a PG yet, even though I'm already in the several $1,000s in gun builds. I haven't built a PG myself, so I really don't know. And I haven't watched enough of the reviews to be able to say for sure. Do a holiday theme contest, maybe either Halloween or Christmas. We did a Christmas one last December. It actually rolled into January. I don't really want to. I definitely don't think I'd do another Christmas one. Could maybe do Halloween. I don't know. I feel like those kind of themed contests are less widely available. Less people want to build that kind of theme. Shadow Fog Killer, what will be your next live build after you're done with this one? I don't know. I kind of want to do like a complete custom build. Probably some sort of high grade, build it up, paint it, and all that stuff. I'm dying to do that stuff. I'm trying to clear some of my other fancier stuff out of the way first. Not fancier, but other middle of like decals and stuff like that. I got a lot of half-finished builds I want to get off my plate. Need to make some time and knock those out, but I'm thinking I might do something. Custom paint job, paint on the stream, do everything. Viking Nick, when are you going to finish the back net court? That's a good question. I've only got, what, like 40 plus sandrock to, I got to clean them all up. I got to paint them all. I got to build the diorama I want to do. I'm tempted when I get the warehouse. I might bring the whole stack of them to the warehouse, and if I do have downtime, or I'm like on calls or any of that kind of stuff, I'll just have some stuff to sand and work on for cleanup, because that's just a lot of work to go back and clean up all 40 of those kits and get them ready for painting. Now that I got the warehouse, I might actually have a place to display that whole thing, so I should get on that. It's like a group project for the warehouse. Maybe. I think it's going to be like time filler stuff for me. Oh look, I got 15 minutes. What can I do? This song reminds me, I think, I don't know how many of you guys are aware of Talk Like a Pirate Day. I think it's like September like 18th or 19th or something. I'm pretty sure it falls on a live stream day on a Saturday. So I think I gotta do something fancy for that stream. Yoshi, when you hire people, will they get in trouble for building on the job? No, I think I almost expect people to, like, as long as they're not busy with something that needs to get done. You know, if you're on your break, we'll probably have a spot set up where people can set up cutting mats and work on stuff on their breaks or lunch breaks or whatever. But if you're building instead of packing orders or whatever the job is, then that'll be a problem. Right. I'll line all these. Where are we at? 10:30. So talk like Park Day in the middle of the Atlantic on my second deployment. We even flew with Jolly Roger. Uh-oh. That's like real piracy shit. Only Nick can build the job, okay? That'll be the real thing, is I'm gonna sit there and build all day and let whoever works for me do all the actual work. I don't think that would ever work out. I'm not totally sure if I'm gonna be able to hire people right away anyway. Numbers keep fluctuating back and forth about what the net is, so we'll see. We'll see how much I need. Got to keep those expenses down as long as possible. So let's do this next draw. We are getting close to the end of the stream. Let's weigh up the chances. So let's draw a number between 1 and 150. Just like normal, one number per person. Please do not post a second number, even if your number was already taken or gets taken after you or any of that kind of stuff. We've got ways to deconflict that if we've got multiple winners with the same number. But yeah, throw that number in, 1 on 150, somewhere in that range, and we'll try again for this real grade Zaku II. See if we have a winner today, or a winner yet. Red Hood, I said don't post a second number if it's taken. Do not. Please do not. It just complicates things, creates conflict. Potentially. I mean, what I've told people in the past, you post multiple numbers, is that you're just not eligible to win, so we'll see how those odds work out for you, but Squirrel, we're doing a draw for the giveaway, giving away a real grade Zaku II. So please throw a number between 1 and 150 in the chat. I'll be drawing soon. Not Killer Nick, what you need to do is put systems in place before you hire so it's easier to train them. Yeah, I definitely. I'd love to have help, but I also don't want to hire any sooner than I have to. Nice, I chose 59. Oh yeah, audio's gone. Your voice cut out. Audio cut out. Uh-oh. Is the audio back? That's weird. I didn't change anything or do anything. Stream, there's no warnings or anything. That's really weird. Okay, I'm putting time in there. Let's draw this number. This whole streaming thing is always something. Okay, I get 138. So let's see. We have a 138. I don't see a 138. Is that true? I'll draw another number if that's the case. Let me. I'm gonna assemble this stuff, and then we'll do another draw. Let me assemble this arm pieces here or whatever, and then we'll draw again. There we go. So I got these. This must be the outside forearm parts. There's a couple pieces for the upper arm and the lower arm of these. So pretty close to getting these arms done. Probably the arms finished next time. Maybe the shoulders too, if we're lucky. Okay, let's do another draw. So let's throw a number between 1 and 100 up in the chat this time. I think this will be, I'm going to draw numbers against this next set until we have a winner. Because I think this will be where we end it for the night. So remember, only one set of numbers. I know some of you guys like to ignore that rule. One number between 1 and 100. Do not, absolutely do not repost or post a different number, even if your number seems like it's taken. If we get more than one winner at a given number, we will just roll the dice, so to speak. We'll flip a coin. I got just the coin for it. Let's put that back in there. Close this up while this is going on. See, while I'm waiting here, can I get the grunt destruction count? What kit is this for again? This is for the RG Zaku II. Need a place. I need a prize cam. I'm gonna call time here in a minute. I'm gonna look up, see how many winners we got. Or not winners, how many entries? Man, words, I can't pick the correct words to say. Looks like the entries have been rolling in. 64, I'm at 64. With an hour or two to go. All right, let me put time in the chat. I was going to access Pi K cam too. I have to get this other cam set up again. I don't know if I need a better machine to be able to run more cameras. 1 on 100. Number is 38. There we go. 38. Do we have a winner at 38? So maybe I confirm that there isn't a 38. Because if not, I'm going to roll again. I need to do some math on how to figure out how big the pool needs to be to get the likelihood of winning to exactly where I want it to be. Nope, no 38. Draw again. 68. So we get it this time. It's not looking good. Oh, I see a 68. Banham, 68. Is it just Banham? Sweet, we got a winner. All right, Banham, send me your details. DM me Instagram or Facebook or wherever, or send me an email, nick@mechawarehouse.com, and we'll get the details worked out to get this beautiful real grade Zaku sent out to you. Congratulations. While we're at it, thank you everyone else. So Banham, just like I said, the lag, you probably already heard me, but just to be sure, you're going to send me the your details by DM. We will get an order put through, and this will ship out Monday, day after tomorrow. So congratulations. So with all that said, I think I'm going to wrap the stream up there for tonight. I appreciate everybody for coming and hanging out tonight. Appreciate the company while I build tonight. So thank you, and see you guys next time. Remember, Grunt Destruction closing, within the next few hours here. I said by midnight, I guess, depending on time zone. I don't really care too much as long as they're in before I wake up in the morning, honestly. But I would get them in ASAP. Good luck for everybody who's entering for that. And don't forget that Live 10 code is good. It says until 11, so you got 15 minutes or another hour, because I think it's really set to midnight. But take advantage of that. If you're looking for any sort of kits or accessories, we just got the God Hand nippers and sanding sponges in. Highly recommend the nippers, at least. They've been good to me so far, and really appreciate your support and stuff. Thank you guys. We'll be back at it, giving away something else next Saturday, 8:30 Eastern. And yeah, I can't think what else to say. So thank you guys. See you all next time.